Hi, my name is Daniel Kosla. The topic is growing income inequality is a problem for society and business, and my position is against. Income inequality is another way of talking about the wage gap. It's a difference in income between what the very wealthy earn and what the poor earn. And this gap has been growing. Now, if you listen to the media, you'll be told that this is an issue. However, it's really not a big problem. Wealth is not a zero-sum game, meaning that if one person gets richer, that doesn't mean somebody else has to get poorer. Everybody can prosper, and everybody can get rich together. Average poverty rate has remained relatively steady and hasn't fluctuated by more than a few percentage points from its current value of 12.7 since the 1970s. That's from the U.S. Census Bureau. They also tell us that the median household income in the U.S. is up even with inflation factored in across all strata of society. And these numbers don't even take into account programs like food stamps, welfare, and other things that the poor have access to. So in reality, the poor have gone wealthy or have gone wealthier as well as the rich. Everybody has more income. Now, income inequality is not the same as wealth inequality. The wealth gap, or the wealth includes money as well as possessions, and the wealth gap has been shrinking. If you talk to a poor person, chances are they don't have $100,000 saved up in their bank account. However, they have cell phones, they have multiple TVs, and they probably have computers at their house. A few decades ago, these were all luxuries. And now, we're much more equal in what we actually have to purchase with our money. Everyone has access to these things, and that's because the decreasing in the wealth gap. Not only that, if you look at the standard of living, it's actually an increase in almost all measurable criteria. Education, health, lifespan, you take it almost any way we can evaluate things, life is better. And this is what we would expect only if the wealth gap or if the income gap was not an issue. If it was, you would expect to see the wealthy prospering, whereas the poor, you would expect them to be suffering. You expect life to be a lot hard for them, but that's not what we see. We see everybody better off than they were a few decades ago. Now, a second reason that income inequality isn't an issue is because income inequality is a sign of a healthy free market. It's actually the main benefit of a free market. Everyone is different. We have different skills, passions, motivation levels, and so we can't all have the same income. So income inequality is what we expect. And the fact that the market is growing increasingly diversified and we're globalizing it means that this income gap should be expected to increase. Now, the income inequality is a good thing because it encourages people to take risks. It's an incentive to try harder. By working harder, you have the potential to earn more, to set yourself apart from your peers, and gain more of this American dream. And by doing so, by working harder, everybody benefits. For example, look at a surgeon or a skilled doctor. Chances are they have an MD and multiple PhDs. They've gone through years and years of schooling, years probably of additional residency hours. They put a lot of work in because they want to earn more money. But that's one of their main incentives is these rewards that they're going to get. But if these rewards aren't there, if for some reason income inequality was equal across the board, why would anybody want to work harder to get into profit more? Same with corporations. Do you really think that a board of directors would approve spending billions of dollars and years of time and resources developing life-saving medicines if the potential reward wasn't much greater? Of course not. Now, the third reason that income inequality isn't an issue is because the list of world's wealthiest is not exclusive. Most of the wealthiest people earn their money rather than inherited it, and the list of individuals keeps changing constantly. Anyone can join the club, and anyone can be forced to leave. While the rich are better able to take advantage of loopholes, there's little evidence that they actually try to keep anyone else down. We could all have hope of one day joining the elite. If not, we still have opportunities to live fulfilling, successful lives as part of the middle class. Similarly, the poor have more benefits than ever to get out of poverty. There's scholarships, free online earning, counseling, all sorts of things they can take advantage of, usually provided through the generosity of the rich. So in conclusion, everybody is better off because everybody is getting richer together. Yes, the rich are getting rich faster, but everybody is better off. A rising tide lifts all boats. Second, a healthy free market is a sign of a good economy. It actually motivates people to give their best, and because they can get a head reward. Finally, top 1% is not an exclusive club, and anybody can join.